Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Ramlan. I will introduce myself. My name is Mohamad bin Mohamad Soufi and I am currently at semester 8 in Mechanical Engineering, and today I will present about my internship. Okay, as we know, I am currently intern at Kejuruteraan Warisan Teknik Sdn Bhd, located at Sri Petaling, and my supervisor at the company named Mohamad Arif bin Muhammad Yusof, and the evaluating lecturer is you, which is Ramlan Kasirab, and the duration of my internship is from 24 February 2021 until 22 April 2021. Okay, first of all, I will talk about the company background. This company called Kejuruteraan Warisan Teknik Sdn Bhd, and it is established since 1999, and it is involved in contracting of electrical service for all type of building. It has a G7 which allow Kejuruteraan Warisan Teknik to undertake all electrical work without any limitation to the value of the contract, which means that any project that comes with value of even 20 millions or even higher, Kejuruteraan Warisan Teknik can take it. Okay, this company main focus are at LV, ELV and ICT. LV means low voltage, ELV means extra low voltage. So basically we make tender of electrical that we get from JKR, then we put our own bill of quantity. Then we will fight with 4 different tender to get chosen. And almost all the project that we got, which is from government. Okay, first I will talk about my activities in the company. For the first week, I report my duty internship in the company, and on the same day I arrange and organize file project in the company and get rid of all drawing papers. And in this week, I fill up the document subcontract from Jabatan Kerja Raya JKR for the upcoming project. And then I fill up the mock-up form from the UPNM project, which is consists of electrical equipment and extra low voltage ELV to get approval from JKR. And I learned how to make critical path method CPM using Microsoft project. CPM stands for Critical Path Method. It is used from Microsoft project. It is the master plan of the project. All parts such as mechanical, civil and electrical have their own CDM, and they follow the main contractor CPM. On my second week in the internship, I make operation manual and maintenance for the project Basco. I learned how to make operation and maintenance manual for the project under Basco Sdn Bhd. Basically, I find the catalog in the internet for the equipment that being used in the Basco project to put inside the operation and maintenance manual. After that, after I finish finding all the catalog for the equipment that used inside the project, I make another set for the copy, operational and maintenance manual for company reference. I also learned how thickness of wire that needed to put inside the project using the load given from the other company or other department. Next, on week 3, I fill up asset form from Pulada. So I continue filling the form for Pulada list of asset for each building. For the project Pulada, we have 8 buildings that having electrical supply. It is consists of fans, lamp and socket. So I fill the form for every building, and each building have lots of room, and some of the building even have 40 rooms, so I need to make for each room one form, and each form have different type of lamps and socket and everything that related to the electrical. So basically I use the drawing that being given, and then I tick what inside the room, and then I fill the form. So on the weeks 4, I start these days by making the Excel for hospital tender. The purpose to calculate the bill of quantity made by the Excel, and I made around 30% progress each day, and it currently takes me around 3 days to complete it. After that, I go for a site visit in DBKL on 22 March 2021, and in this site visit I learned how each department get to know each other and have a cooperate for their project, such as in this project we have mechanical, we have electrical, we have civil, we have clients, so they all gather and try to discuss about their project so that they get their perspective on the project. On week 5, I continue with put formula inside the bill of quantity tender for hospital project. I make calculation for tender Excel to calculate the total cost for all the equipment for the project. I made the form for equipment asset for Klinik Kesihatan 3 Ulu Tiram project. And then I fill up form to deliver to JKR for pharmacy project. Besides, I help the staff to arrange the drawing for project company. On week 6, I follow Mr. Latif for FAT, which is known as Factory Acceptance Test, in the Kerjaan Vertical Protein Syndrome Berhad. We are doing FAT, which stands for Factory Acceptance Test. This test is on MSV, SSB, and DB. MSB stands for Main Switchboard, SSB Sub Switchboard, and DB is Distribution Board. JKR is there to see whether the MSB, SSB, and DB is function fully before the item transfer to the project site. For week 7, before I start my main activities, I help Puan Hafsah to calculate the bill of quantity, BQ for the hospital Kelang tender, and then I get assigned from Encik Latif to find catalog for operation and manual for project pharmacy. And then I continue find the catalog until I finish the LV part of the catalog, and then I continue until I finish the ELV part with the catalog, and then lastly I finish the ICT part of the catalog. After that, I make mock-up form for the pharmacy, and it is also consists of ELV and ICT. On week 8, since it's the first day of Ramadan, I help to fill the price inside the bill of quantity of the tender hospital Kelang. It has a 6 different plot. And then I continue to fill the BQ until it is finished. I, with Puan Hafsah, deliver the tender at JKR Putrajaya. I help Ms. New to kick in invoice and statement account for March 2021. And then I continue to fill senarai data for bangunan kuliah UPNM. There are few minor things that I do in the internship that not really related in my course. First of all, I cut sticker for labeling trunking. Okay, the reason why I cut this sticker is because the trunking need to be labeled on the standard JKR. So JKR have their own book, which is LS1, that they use for standardize all the things in the building process or anything. For example, if we want to make a brightness of a lamp in the office, the brightness have their own standardized, and if we want to make a brightness of lamp in the operating room in hospital, so they also have their own brightness. So the brightness have the standardized by the JKR from the book LS1. After that, I help Ms. New to kick in invoice and statement for the company. Okay, it is also a minor thing for me because I learned a new ways to kick invoice, which is I kick in the different software. Something new for me because I never had a chance to kick invoice, which is related to the accounting. So I really thankful to Miss New for teach me how to do it. And finally, I arrange files and drawing for all project in the company. So basically, the company has really lots of drawing and files. So I take the chance to help them to arrange equal to the tender drawing, file drawing, and shop drawing. All of the drawing I learn how to arrange. Okay, what did I learn from the company for the 8 weeks that I attend in the company? So first of all, I learned how to make tender. Before this, I don't even know what tender is. So when I come to this company, I learned how to make tender, and the tender itself is a proposal that we get from JKR, and then we use it. We use our own bill of quantity, our own price to compete with other 5 tenders, and then the one that be chosen for from JKR will be selected, and we as the chosen one will continue with the project. So it has a lot of things that have in the tender, so we really need to be detailed on what we put, what price we put, so every detail will be used for the project. Next, I learned the function of mockup form. Okay, for mockup form, we have a different type of department. I mean, for electrical, we have electrical mockup form. For mechanical, we have mechanical mockup form. So each mockup form have different type. So for electrical that I learned, they have around 20 plus mockup form that they need to use before they start the project. So the function of mockup form is to have a confirmation of the product that we use inside the project, and then we confirm it with the JKR. After JKR have already confirmed it, then we can use the equipment in the project. Next, I also learned the type of drawing in the company. So basically, I learned 4 types of drawing. The first is as-built drawing. As-built drawing is a drawing that we change and propose to JKR. So next we have tender drawing. Tender drawing is the drawing that we get from JKR or client. So the tender drawing is the first drawing that we get, and then if we want to propose a new drawing, so we edit the drawing and then we ask the JKR whether this drawing available or not. I mean, this drawing can be changed or not. So the change drawing we call the as-built drawing. And then the third one, we have the construction drawing. The construction drawing is a drawing that we refer on the site. And the last one is shop drawing. A shop drawing is a drawing that we use for the factory to build our product. For example, kejutan proton, electric proton, they used to make MSB, DB, SSB, and all stuff like that. So if we want to make them SSB, I mean, if you want to ask them to make SSB, we need to have our own our own specification for the product, so that the factory will use our specification to make the MSB. So after they have done the MSB, they will use the drawing that we ask them, and the drawing itself is called shop drawing. Next, when will we pay our workers? So basically, when the project starts, we will have a meeting, basically a month we will have a meeting to make sure all the project progress is done and anything that matters. So in a 1 month period time, we will claim the money from JKR to pay our workers from doing the project. Next, how to make the operation manual and maintenance. So we have operation and manual and maintenance that we need to do after the project is done. It is important because in the operation manual, all the catalog of our product that we use is inside the file. So when there is a maintenance happen in the building, the maintenance will refer to the file so that they can make their job easier. Next, what if our calculation in tender wrong? For example, in the tender we say that the cable that we need to use is around 50 meters, which costly around $200, maybe 200 ringgits. So in the real project, actually we need around 100 meters cable. So we short around 50 cables in the project. So what we need to do is we can use VO method, VO which is variation order. So we use this to ask JKR for budget money for us to make to do the price for another cable, which is around 200 maybe, and then we can claim it from JKR. And next one is the JKR book LS1. JKR have their own standardized book which we call LS1. In this book, all the standardized have been set up. For example, like I said earlier about the lamp from the office and the operating room in the hospital. There are also some cases where the supply of the electrical is too much until the wire will explode. So thus the standardized from JKR already take that in the point. So means the JKR have already known about it. So we as the contractor need to make sure that we follow each of the JKR standardized so that anything will not be any hazard or accident will be limited. And the last one is which is how to be a good contractor. From my experience, I learned in this company. The important thing is we need to have a communication skill towards other department. So if we have a better communication skill to others, so they can have a better understanding toward us. The project will also make the project will be easier for us and them also. So that's all from me. My name is Mohamad Soufi, and thank you for watching my presentation, and have a good day.